Hello everyone, my name is Malvika Gupta, and today, before starting with the concept of merge sort, I am going to discuss a kind of a prerequisite for merge sort. And the topic for this is merging of two sorted arrays. That how we are going to merge the two sorted arrays once we have, because we already know that merge sort is a kind of a divide and conquer technique. It means that first of all, we need to divide the array into the pairs, and then we have to combine those two sorted pairs into one array, right? Before moving ahead, we should understand this concept that merge sort. I'm going to discuss it with when I'm going to prepare a video for this merge sort. Then again I will be discussing this, but try to understand this, that this is not an in place sorting technique, right? Merge sort is not a in place sorting technique. Why it is so? Because as I have told you that we have two different sorted arrays, and then at last it is a kind of a divide and conquer approach. So first we are going to divide it, then we are going to separately sort both the arrays, and then at last we'll be combining those two sorted arrays into one array. It means for that reason we require a new array or new space. So that is why it is not a in place sorting technique. And the prerequisite for this is that first we should understand that how to merge two sorted arrays. So I will be starting with that particular topic. So suppose my array is this one. First array is this. I'm not taking a big array. I'm just taking 1, 5, and suppose this is 6, 0, 1, and 2. Okay, and my another array is this one. 2, 3, 4, and suppose 7. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3. This is my B array and this is my A array. Suppose I'm giving the name as BN. Now what will happen? I have to combine. I'm going to create a new array C. Okay, this is my new array C, which is of this size total. So this is 3 and this is 4. It means it has to be a size of 6. It has to be a size of 7, which will be from 0 to 6. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I guess now you must have understood, because both the arrays we are supposed to combine together. Okay. Now, if I start with this, I am taking the indices from here as I, and here I am taking the indices as J. So I'll be taking initially I is at 0 and J is at 0. Okay. And for this C array, I am taking the indices value at K. So initially K is also 0. Now try to understand this concept, because with the help of this only, we will be able to create our new array and to merge two sorted arrays. Okay. Now, first of all, what we are going to do, we will be running this loop until we are not be able, we are not finished with either of these arrays. Okay, so either my this array gets finished or this array gets finished. We will come out of the loop and rest of the value we will put inside the array. Okay, inside the C array. Now, first it starts with, I am talking about that my first value is A0 and this B0. If my A0 is less than B0, what I am going to do, I am going to put, if my A0 is less than B0, what I'm going to do, if you see 1 is less than 2, yes. So I'll be putting 1 over here. And I'll move my K to here and I here. Okay, I hope this is clear. J remains at 0th location. So my I has become 1. My K has also become 1. Now see, if you see 5 is less than 2, no, false. It means that your 2 value will come here, whichever is the you see smaller value, it will come down to the C, because by default we are merging in a ascending order, right? So now your I will remain at 1, but J will get improved to 1. Okay, so from J, it will from 0, it will become 1. Again, if you check with 5, because I is still, so 5 is less than 3, no, false. So you'll be putting 3 inside it, and you will increment the value of J with, so it will become 2. K also will become 2. Okay, because after that we have to create the positions. I'm not talking about that we have not created the positions. It is, I have given you these locations. If you got confused with it, you can delete it like this, so that we'll be able to understand it more properly. Now see, so now what happens is, we have again the value we have put it. Now again we will check, that 5 is less than 4. Now you see 5 is less than 4. No, your condition is this. Alright. You see I equals to 0. Earlier 0 was less than 2. Condition was true. So we have put it over here. K is become 1. Then again we checked it for 5 and 0. It was false. So 2. K became 1 and J became 1. Again the condition was true. Okay. So your K became 2 and the value was put it over here. And then we move to here, right? So if you see, now your K will become 3 and you have to put the value at third location and that value will be 4. Fine. Now you see your I value is here only. Now I have come to J will come down to 3, third location. Now you see you are comparing with this one. So 7. 7 is less than 5? No, false. It means 5 has to be put at fourth location. So I'm going to put this 4 over here and I will go to second location, this position, right? Now again it will be checked. Okay, 6 is less than 7 because your J has not been updated. 6 is less than 7. Yes, it is updated. So it will become 5 and you will come over here, right? Now what happens is you have one position left, but now because I has to be increased 3 and your last value, we have this condition whether I is less than n and j is less than m. Suppose if either of these conditions becomes false, we will come out of that loop. Now what happens is I don't have any value left inside the a, but I have one value left inside the b. So I can directly put until j is less than m, I can directly put this value ck using bj and j plus plus and k plus plus until it becomes false. I hope this is clear that how we are going to do. We are just only comparing these two. Whichever is the smallest value, we are going to put it over here and just increasing the index value, right? So let's write the pseudocode for this because this is a kind of a prerequisite for a merge sort. And then in the next video, I will be explaining you. So please be alert with this that you first of all going for the merge sort, always go with this video first, then go for the merge sort. Okay, so let's do it. Merge to sorted arrays. Suppose I have given this, you can give any name. So array A, array B, okay. We don't have any other location. So let's not dive into this. I'm just setting the values. Set I equals to 0, j equals to 0, k equals to 0. We can also write it like the size because size also we have, right? So let me write the size. Size will be for this n and for this it will be m. Okay, so initially we have done it and we have one array which is an output array. We will be using that array. Okay. So now first one, what I am going to do is I'm going to write while this loop will run till I is less than n and j is less than m. Any either of these condition which will get false will come out of it. Okay. Now the first condition which I am going to apply is if a of I is less than b of j. Okay. If a of I is less than b of j, then what we are going to do? Then what we have to do? Then just simply do one thing. Put C of k equals to A of I. Okay, that's how we have done it. This example also. That 1 was less than 2, so we have directly put it over here, right? C of k and just increment I plus plus and k plus plus. Fine. If I go with this example 1, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 7. Let me write it over here. 1, 5, 6. So that will become easy for us to understand. 4, 7. And this is my C. This is A array, this is B array, 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, and 3. This is 0 index, right? So I'm just putting it over here. Initially, I was at 0. Okay. Initially, J was at 0 and K was at 0. So directly, because 1 was less than 2, so I have put it over here. 1 has come to this position. Now my I has come to this position. and k is also become 1. This is my k. Okay. Now let's go for the next part. This is 1. Okay. Now if this condition is false, it means by default bj is true. So it means you are going to put ck equals to a of j, sorry, b of j, j plus plus and k plus plus. This is the condition. So let's run this particular part first. Now see, I has become 1, j is still 0. Now what will happen? 5 is less than 2. Condition is false. So you will be writing here 2. Okay. J will go to here and your k will come to second index. Again, you will be checking 5 is less than 3. False. So what will happen? 3 will be put it over here. J will go to this part and your k will also become 3. 5 is less than 4. Condition is again false. So you'll put 4 over here. J will go to this location. Your k will come to this location. This is done. Now, I is less than 7. Yes, 5 is less than 7. Condition is true. So you will be putting this value over here and your I will go here. Fine. This is how we are going. We will be moving this part, right? So now your k will come here like this. 6 is less than 7. Condition is again true. Your I will go to third value, 3. I will become 3 because I plus plus is running and k will go to 6. Fine. Now the 7 elements are there, but now you see that I have provided the condition that whichever the term will become less than n, it means my I has now come to 3 and 3 elements were there. So 3 is less than 3 and this is still the value is 3 is less than 4. So this condition is true, but because of AND operator, this condition is false. So end of while loop. But still there is an element present. So after this we'll move, I am moving over here. So I am writing while, because I have seen this, that my one element has been left in the J. So I'm writing it J is less than M. Okay, so what you have to do, you just have to put Ck equals to B of J, J plus plus and K plus plus. Okay. End of this while, as and when it comes. Right? End of this while. Fine. And fourth part, because it might happen that I might be, if there is a condition like, if suppose I am having a value 8 over here, so maybe possible that it gets finished first and it will not get finished. So you have to take care of this part also. So what I am going to do, I is less than n, same thing I am going to write it over here. A of I plus plus and k plus plus. Okay, so if this is the condition, because this is the condition prevails, so I'll be writing 7 directly. And now my j has also become 4. So if you see, if j equals to, j is less than 4, 4 is less than 4, condition is false. I is already, so it will not work because I is already 3, 3 is less than 3, condition is false. Now if you see, you have got the merged array of 2 sorted arrays. So that is how we are going to merge. So this is the prerequisite, because we are going, firstly, we will divide the array into into pairs. Then we will be sorting the array in those pairs. And then after we'll be combining them to make a perfect array, sorted array, right? So that's how merge sort works, divide and conquer technique. And for that, for conquer part, we have, for combining part, we have this algorithm. So before going ahead for the merge sort, please go through this video. Then we'll be moving to, then please move to that merge sort part. Okay. So thank you.